Good morning, everybody. I know we, the graduates, are very excited to be here today, and we are honored that everyone who's here is taking the time to share this moment with us. Today and every day, may we all find happiness in helping those around us. May we all find peace in accepting and respecting our differences. May we all find comfort in being kind. May we all find hope in putting forth effort. May we all find success in hard work. And may we all find strength in providing support. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and a pledge of allegiance. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Welcome and good morning. Before I share a few remarks with you, I'd like to take a moment just to recognize some of our distinguished guests in the audience. Just a moment ago, you met Mr. Dick Morrow, one of our most distinguished supporters on the campus and a member of the local community, and thank Dick for all the service that he brings to our campus. Among the various other guests that we have along with us, we have Dean Nick Place of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, and Associate Dean Kopsel, who's one of our newest additions to the College of Agriculture, Agricultural and Environmental Sciences leadership team. I also want to recognize Paula Lemons, Assistant Provost here from Athens, on her first visit to the campus. Ryan Peavyhouse and Josh Heinisch from the local community are again, great supporters of our campus and are to be thanked for the things that they bring to help us put on this event. I didn't see Dr. Irvin Clark this morning, my colleague from Southern Crescent Technical College, but if he arrives later, certainly we are very pleased to have his support as well. Anyway, it is my honor and privilege to lead the University of Georgia Griffin campus. On behalf of the University of Georgia, I wish to welcome our graduates, their family, and guests, as well as faculty, staff, and students to our spring 2024 graduation celebration and brick dedication ceremonies. We've faced a multitude of challenges in recent semesters, not least the tornadoes that struck the campus and surrounding communities on January 12th of last year, my 9th day on the job. But students, you persevered. You overcame challenges and are now graduating. We are very pleased to celebrate your graduation and salute your achievement by holding this Griffin campus graduation celebration and bricklaying ceremony here at the Student Learning Center. While every member of the Griffin campus team contributes to the success of our graduates, Students are most closely assisted by our instructional faculty, as well as staff in the Instructional Support Office on campus. Students at UGA Griffin enjoy low student-to-faculty ratios, which allows for personalized instruction from world-renowned faculty. Our students and alumni have voiced that this is one of the primary reasons they place such a high value on their experiences on the Griffin campus. We are very pleased to recognize your hard work and celebrate your accomplishments in graduating with the University of Georgia degree. The graduates, I would ask that you now join me in celebrating the support and encouragement of your family and friends who are here today, and without whose help your path would have been so much more difficult. Today marks the 35th graduation celebration on the Griffin campus, and today's graduates will join over 700 others who have completed their UGA degrees here at the University of Georgia Griffin campus, including today's keynote speaker. I am so pleased that I had the opportunity to meet Dr. Michelle Samuel Fu last year when she was awarded a young faculty award from the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Unbeknownst to me, she was destined for even bigger things shortly thereafter. She is now the acting chief of staff of the United States Department of Agriculture's National Institute of Food and Agriculture, USDA's leading funding agency for research, education, and economics mission area. She's an internationally recognized entomologist who's worked in the area of crop and integrated pest management for over 20 years. In 2021, she was a recipient of the Founders Memorial Award, which is one of the highest awards given by the Entomological Society of America. And she was the first African-American woman to receive this honor, as well as serving as the president of the Southeastern branch of ESA. She's a former two-term president of the International Association of Black Entomologists. What's really special for us, though, is that Dr. Fu is a double graduate of the University of Georgia, having earned both her doctorate in entomology and her master's degree in agronomy from this institution. She joined the faculty of University of Florida in 2009 in the Institute for Food and Agricultural Systems, where she was the regional field coordinator for the IR4 Specialty Crops program. And prior to joining the USDA NIFA as a national program leader, she served as director of specialty crops research at Alabama State University, a non-land grant historically black college in Montgomery, Alabama. In her spare time, Dr. Fu is an avid gym enthusiast and weightlifter, enjoys gardening, and she's accompanied by several members of her family, including her son Noah, and we're so happy that you all could be here today. Dr. Fu, please come forward and deliver your remarks.
I am so excited to be here this morning. Graduates, on behalf of the University of Georgia's administration, faculty and alumni, all those relieved parents that are glad that today is finally here, exuberant relatives and friends, let me be among the first to say, congratulations, class of 2024, go Dogs. It is so good to be back on Georgia's campus, and Griffin holds many dear memories for me. I remember taking my oral exams on the first floor of the Reading building and being so nervous that I was near frantic. I also remember having to walk across the campus to the entomology growth chambers where Dr. Dave Bunton had Haitian flies growing on wheat varieties. And that's where my love of entomology really blossomed. The campus has changed so much, and I'm so happy to see all the growth that has taken place. And most importantly, I am extremely privileged to be your commencement speaker this morning. Thank you for this honor. As I look into the crowd, I see so much potential. I see families who can't stop smiling and graduates who are beaming. And I know you can't wait to get out of this ceremony, the sun isn't so hot, so that you can take your pictures, lay your bricks, and get on with the rest of your day. I also see how bright our future is with all these young people who are going to receive their degrees today. And while I may not know what each of you has had to overcome to reach this moment, I can bet that at one point or another, you've had to muster up courage and strength to overcome an obstacle or to scale a mountain. So today, I salute all of you. Class of 2024, you have survived many challenges, including COVID-19, an economic downturn, and just look at what's happening globally today. Some of you have even lost loved ones, yet you sit here today in all your strength, your resilience, and your beauty. And we are here to honor you and all your accomplishments. We salute you. In the fall of 2023, when Dr. Dean asked if I would serve as today's commencement speaker, I was so delighted I immediately said yes. We were both in Athens on the occasion of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences Alumni Awards ceremony. And the reason that I said yes without hesitation is because Griffin is so very special to me. You see, this is where I cut my proverbial teeth in agriculture and was introduced to the legacy of uncommon goodness and all-around excellence that is synonymous with the University of Georgia. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. Some of you would call my matriculation at UGA chance or even destiny, but I chalk it up to favor. Your story may not be anything like mine. After all, the exact same experience can mean totally different things to different people based on each person's unique way of discerning meaning from that experience. I come from humble beginnings. I grew up in the rural town of San Grande, Trinidad and Tobago, a small twin island republic and the last of the islands in the Caribbean archipelago. Both of my parents were subsistence farmers. They practiced slash and burn agriculture. It was back-breaking work. We never owned a tractor. We didn't practice any form of control using pesticides. We had no mechanization. And it only occurred to me as I was writing this address that by today's standards, it would have been easy for us to get OMRI certified because we were advocating for and practicing organic agriculture without even knowing it, and before the organic movement was popular. By carrying crocus bags of manure on my back as a 10-year-old girl to place around the base of citrus trees, I was getting my introduction to food and agriculture, which would be the impetus for a transformational career for me and my future family. Who knew? I have learned that life is about the journey and the destination, and we should always remember from where we cometh. I want to tell you a little story about my father. My father was the type of person whose personality was infectious. He had good energy. He was a confident man despite his lack of formal education. And there was this one particular time when I was in high school and I wanted to enter a public speaking competition, but I was feeling so intimidated because the other students were from the city, I was from the country, and their schools were considered more prestigious than my own. My dad, he shored up my confidence by telling me that I had nothing to worry about. He said to me, he said, "Gal, you're bright. You can do whatever you want," which is Trinidadian dialect for girl, you are smart and you are capable. This conversation was so impactful to me. You see, imposter syndrome is a real phenomenon that many people experience. But let me tell you that whenever I walk into a room as the chief of staff for the USDA's National Institute of Food and Agriculture, I do so with confidence, knowing that not only do I belong, but that I am there to make a difference. You see, at USDA, I get to go to work every day knowing that I am helping to feed and nourish all Americans and people all around. It, of course, helps that I earned a PhD from the University of Georgia, whose entomology program ranks among the best in the world. I first stepped foot onto UGA's Griffin campus in May of 2000. I remember using MapQuest to get the printed turn-by-turn directions to arrive on campus. You guys remember MapQuest? This is before GPS was a thing on our cell phones. I had a 9 a.m. meeting with Dr. Jerry Johnson. Is Jerry here today? There he is. Oh my God, I love that man. Jerry had such a transformational impact on my life and my family's life. When I came to meet with Dr. Johnson, I didn't know that I was being interviewed to be a graduate student in his master's, in his wheat breeding program. Jerry would later become my mentor, and he would introduce me to the legacy of excellence that comes with being a Georgia Bulldog. With Jerry's guidance, within a month, although I had never heard about the GRE exam, I signed up, I took the exam, I aced the exam, and I gained admission to the University of Georgia. Griffin was so incredibly good to me. I took courses in Athens, and during the summers, I would work with Steve and Dan, Jerry's right-hand team members. We left many early mornings to travel to Plains, Georgia, where I did my field studies. UGA not only provided me with an academic education, but it also equipped me with life skills. It was while I was a PhD student in entomology in Dr. John All's lab that I learned how to drive a 6-wheeled dually truck. And I got the chance to wear my first Tyvek suit and scout cotton in 100-degree weather in South Georgia. Because who doesn't need to know how to do these things? But you know what? I loved it. I owe so much to the University of Georgia. I have had so many doors open for me because I graduated from UGA. And graduates, I am here this morning to let you know that you too have a very bright future ahead of you because you are about to graduate from this esteemed institution of higher learning. At my own commencement ceremony, I remember then President Michael Adams saying, "The world will expect uncommon good from you." Today, I want to repeat this refrain to the graduating class of 2024. The world is going to expect uncommon goodness from you too now. The job of a commencement speaker is to dispense life advice and perhaps to even offer a challenge to the graduating class. I'll do a little bit of both this morning. Now that you have successfully completed your studies, my charge to you graduates is to go on and do something great. Be remarkable in all that you do. You've earned your degree, but that is only the beginning. It is now time to make your mark on the world. And I'm not just talking about getting a job. Graduates, what you have accomplished is certainly no easy feat. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And let me tell you, everyone does not have a degree from the University of Georgia. In life, we all want similar things. We want success and we want to be happy. We want to have families and so on. But there is a difference between success and greatness. And now that you've tasted success, let's look towards greatness. And greatness is going to look different for everyone. On your quest to being great, please consider giving back to a cause that is bigger than you. Reach back and bring others along with you. I challenge you to mentor people that you come into contact with. Take time to have a conversation with that middle schooler that is fascinated by hissing cockroaches, or that undergraduate student that is trying to find their way. Bring them along with you. Show them the way. Be kind and be an inspiration to someone else. Remember that what you give today will impact somebody else's life tomorrow. Help create opportunities for others. Think about starting a business and being an entrepreneur. Instead of getting a job, you can be creating jobs in your community. And this is what greatness can look like. Share your knowledge. Your education is not solely for you to hold on to, but rather it is now for you to share with everyone. Do something great. You have more time than you think. Maybe it's late at night and you find yourself caught in this infinite cycle of browsing. This may be the very moment when you put that cell phone down and you jot down some notes about a great idea that you might have. Work towards your dreams and make them a reality. Now, you need to have a strategy also, because faith without works is dead. You can't just pray about it, you have to be about it. Walking across this stage today is a testament to your hard work and the countless hours that you have dedicated towards obtaining your degree. Graduates, now before I go any further, I want to take a moment to recognize the villages that helped you along your journey. I want to acknowledge all the parents, the grandparents, the coaches, the mentors, the girlfriends, the boyfriends, whomever it was that helped you along your way. Graduates, please stand and turn to your family members. Please stand, turn to your family members and give them a round of applause. As much as you were the ones who took the exams and sat in the labs making those insect collections for taxonomy or doing those cereal dilutions for your PCR that had to run overnight, you didn't get here by yourself. Many of your loved ones sacrificed to help you, and they even prayed for your success. It does not matter whether you are a first-generation college graduate like me or you're continuing your family's legacy of academic success. I tip my hat to everyone that played a role in helping these graduates get to this monumental point. I know you are immensely proud of them. As is tradition with all commencement speeches, I want to leave you with some words of inspiration. The actor Andre de Shields, he shared 3 cardinal rules for sustainability and longevity in the arts that I would argue are universally applicable, and I will close by sharing these with you today. Number 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming, because this means that they are genuinely happy to see you. An example for this, for me, is my current director, NIFA's director, Dr. Manjeet Misra. He's my boss. And I often travel with him in my capacity as chief of staff for the agency. And oftentimes I'm flying out of Atlanta and he might be flying out of Washington, D.C. And whether we're traveling to Tuskegee University or the University of Florida, Dr. Dean, we haven't made it to the University of Georgia yet. We've got to change that. I see it in his eyes. Whenever he sees me, he stops whatever he's doing, he stands up and he greets me so warmly, and I know that my work is valued. I know that I'm appreciated. You know, not everyone is always going to be happy for you, but be selective and surround yourself with folks who will mention your name in rooms when you are not there for opportunities that you were not even considering. Number 2, slowly is the fastest way to get where you want to be. There is an African saying that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work, and success is lonely at the top if you don't have anyone to share it with. So treat people well and be kind. And finally, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep on climbing. Be a lifelong learner. This commencement is the bottom of your next goal. Keep on climbing. Graduates, the world will expect uncommon good from you now, and I can't wait to see all the great things you will do. To the class of 2024 and all those who helped get them there, congratulations and go Dogs.
So for those of you who have been to our ceremonies previously, you know as a tradition we give a little memento to our speakers to remember not only Georgia and the Griffin campus, but the great time and the remarks that they've delivered to our graduates. We're so pleased with having you here with us today, and hope you will display this with pride in some place that's important for you. So.
Wow, Michelle, that's a tough act to follow. Thanks for that inspiring talk this morning. I really appreciate it. Good morning, distinguished guests, graduates, friends, and family who've gathered here to celebrate this joyous occasion. I've been asked to say a few words to introduce today's student speaker, and that student speaker happens to be my graduate student, Mr. Sudeep Pandey, who will soon be Dr. Sudeep Pandey, and I'm very glad to do the task here. So Sudeep comes from a small city in the western part of Nepal, and from there he went on to pursue his bachelor's degree in agriculture at the Tribhuvan University, which is one of the oldest and largest in the country of Nepal, and it's at Kathmandu, the capital city. From there, he headed down south to Bangalore, India, to pursue his master's in plant pathology at the University of Agricultural Sciences. There, he worked on what you call a single-stranded DNA viruses that affect important legume crops in India, and that's actually what brought him to the University of Georgia and to our lab in particular. So he joined our laboratory in the fall of 2019 to pursue his doctoral program. He conducted his research on a virus infecting cotton and its interactions with the insect that transmits the virus. So I'm going to spare you the details about going into his research, but I'm going to tell you that I've been here for about 16 years, and I've seen my share of graduate students. But from the get-go, I realized that Sudeep was going to be one of the easiest ones that I have to mentor. And he was hyper-focused, meticulous in his efforts, and detail-oriented. He's remained very independent in his research and has been extremely productive during the time with us. His accolades include authoring or co-authoring 7 peer-reviewed papers in reputable journals, with several more in the pipeline. Sudeep's hard work and motivation has been well recognized by national and regional societies, as well as by the University of Georgia. He's received numerous awards from those societies, as well as scholarships, and for which he owes me several beers. So obviously, it goes without saying, I'm very proud of his accomplishments. It's been truly a joy to have him in our laboratory, and Sudeep is extremely cordial and is never hesitant to offer a lending hand. Sudeep is one of the first students, first person to graduate with a college degree from his family. He's certainly risen from his humble beginnings, and I'm very hopeful they'll continue to achieve higher laurels. I'm thankful that he made a pit stop in our laboratory. Undoubtedly, I'm a little sad that he'll be leaving us for a postdoctoral opportunity, but I have no misgivings that Sudeep is going to shine there as well, and in the future. I wish him the very best, and I appreciate the opportunity to introduce him today, and I'll hand it over to Sudeep.
Thank you, Babu, for such a wonderful introduction. I'm really grateful to be in your lab. So let us take a moment and extend a huge round of applause to all the graduates sitting here today. Congratulations to the class of 2024 of all 4 colleges at our beautiful and esteemed UGA Griffin campus. We made it. Oh, yes. We have reached this milestone through perseverance, overcoming all those course requirements, assignment deadlines, projects, research, fieldwork, lab work, data analysis, presentations, conferences, intensive writings, of course, financial hardships, and all those gave us a lot of sleepless nights. But we made it through. So my fellow graduates, take a deep breath and appreciate each other's accomplishments. We made it. Although this journey was not solely marked by challenges, it also encompassed numerous moments of joy and success. Every graduate present here today have forged their own path and have their own stories that has led us to come together on this occasion together. I'm proud of the achievements and stories of my fellow graduates. Our journey to this point may have been similar or diverse, each with its own trials and triumphs. Today, please allow me to share a glimpse of mine coming from a small country with beautiful mountains, Nepal. 12 years ago in 2011, when I left my home for the first time to go to an undergrad college, and 8 years ago in 2016, when I took my first flight to go to India to get my master's degree, and 5 years ago, when I crossed the continents in a 30-hour-long flight to come to US to pursue my PhD dream. Never in my wildest dream did I imagine that I'll be standing here today representing the class of 2024. It's an honor to be here representing the class of 2024. My time at Griffin campus began in 2020. I'm sure everyone knows because of the upheaval caused by COVID-19. Classes and meetings all went online. Lab mates and colleagues could no more work in the same room, and social interactions were limited to Zoom calls. But kudos to the Office of Academic and Student Affairs and student organizations such as UGA Griffin Ambassadors, all the nice-looking people in red coat you see today, and Student Leadership Council on campus. We found the ways to connect safely. Within these circles, I also encountered some of the kindest souls on campus. Misty, Melisha, Ashley, Cherry, Aubrey, Miss Chapman, Dr. Fortuna, Avery, and Lee. And I'm sure they have been a part of the journey of all the graduates here today. So let's take a moment and give a huge round of applause to them. Today, as we celebrate the hard work, dedication, and passion of all the graduates here today, let's not forget those who supported us all along the way. To our families and friends present in person here today or watching us online, your unwavering love and support have been invaluable. Unfortunately, my parents could not be here in person today, but they are watching me online. And sometimes I think that this is not me. I'm living in my father's dream, because he had left no stone unturned for me to reach this milestone. And I also think I'm living in his dream because I picked the shirt that he bought for me while I was coming to US. So thank you very much for that. To my mother, it's a coincidence enough that according to Nepalese culture, we have Mother's Day back home today. So I don't think I could have given a better gift for her. So thank you very much to my parents for your love and sacrifice, my brother and my sister-in-law for paving the path for my better education. Thank you very much. Although my parents could not be here, my girlfriend is here somewhere. All right, she's there. Yeah. She has been part of my personal and academic journey for long, and I really want to thank you for being there with me always. Along with them, I can proudly say that I have made my second home at Griffin campus. I have made a lovely Griffin family here who are here to celebrate our big day together. So thank you very much for being here. Finally, as we look to the future, let's remember that our education goes beyond the classroom. It's not all about just about the skills and knowledge that we have acquired, but also about the leadership and respecting diversity and different cultures that is cultivated on this campus, spreading love and support in our community. Let's harness these experiences to make a positive impact in the world. It is these experiences that has helped us to reach this milestone today. To my fellow graduates, I commend your hard work, dedication, and the inspiration that you have provided to those around you. May we continue to strive for excellence, making meaningful contributions to our communities, and embracing the next chapter of our life with courage and determination. Each of us holds a bright future, and with the motivation and inspiration gained from our time at UGA Griffin campus, we can truly make a difference. Class of 2024, our journey has just begun. Congratulations once again, and as we say, go Dogs!
We are so honored to have you as part of our UGA Griffin family. Please join me in giving Sudeep another round of applause. Okay, so here we are, the moment that we all gathered for, I believe. Students, you have worked hard to be considered candidates for graduation. It is our honor to acknowledge your efforts today. Families, friends, faculty, and staff, we appreciate your presence today as you have been an integral part of this journey. We honor you and say congratulations to you as well. During this time, students, you will receive a brick which represents your time on this campus. You will lay your brick to commemorate the hard work, dedication, and commitment that took place for you to complete your UGA degree. Our campus is very proud to not only of our having degrees offered by 4 of UGA's colleges, but we are also incredibly pleased to offer both undergraduate and graduate degrees. Today, we will celebrate candidates for bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Candidates, after receiving your brick, you will proceed down the steps over to the brick area, and you will ceremoniously lay your brick and then return to your seats. Families, we do have photographers capturing photos of your students, and a link to these photos will be emailed to our students a few days after the ceremony. And thank you, Rick Blackshear. There he is. Thank you, Rick Blackshear, and our IT staff for making this possible. So, class of 2024, are you ready? Sorry, what? Okay. Okay, let's begin. Dr. Dean, please come to the stage. Dr. Samuel Thu, we'd be honored to have you join Dr. Dean. The Franklin College of Arts and Sciences representatives, Dr. Paula Lemons, Professor and Associate Dean for the Franklin College of Arts and Sciences, and Ms. Faye Chapman, Program Director, please come to the stage. For the Franklin College of Arts and Sciences, Sarah Bragg, Bachelor of Science, Psychology, Neuroscience emphasis. Emily Day, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Psychology concentration, Gerontology minor. Catherine Ansley Hall, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Psychology concentration. Matthew McWaters, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Sociology concentration, cum laude. Thank you, Dr. Lemons and Ms. Chapman. Dr. Ann Schaffer, Associate Dean for the Graduate School. Dr. Nick Place, Dean for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, and Program Coordinator, Ms. Pam Henry. Will you join Dr. Dean and Dr. Samuel Fu on the stage? Major professors of our master's candidates, please stand when your name is called as your student comes to the stage. For the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, Angela Parra, Master of Science, Food and Science Technology. Angela's major professor is Dr. Henk den Bakker. Amaryllis Riviera Santiago, Master of Science, Food and Science Technology. Angela's major professor is Dr. Francisco Diaz-Gonzalez. Max Warner, Master of Science, Crop and Soil Sciences. Max's major professor is Dr. Jack. Our next three are PhD candidates for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Major professors, please come to the stage and join your student when his name is called. You will return to your seat as your student goes to lay his brick. John White Bagwell, plant breeding, genetics, and genomics, Doctor of Philosophy. Major professors, Dr. Boshrabari and Dr. Mohammed Morgom. Sudeep Pandey, Entomology, Doctor of Philosophy, Major Professor, Dr. Babu Srinivasan. Madhav Sabeti, Crop and Soil Sciences, Doctor of Philosophy, Major Professor Dr. Mohammed Morgom, and Dr. James Buck, a member of Madhav's committee, is here on Dr. Morgom's behalf today. Thank you, Dean Place, Associate Dean Copsell, and Ms. Henry. Dr. Dean, Dr. Samuel Fu, and Dr. Schaffer, please stay on the stage. And will Dr. Scott Ardoin, Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Education for the Mary Frances Early College of Education, please come to the stage. The next 7 are educational doctorate candidates for the Mary Frances Early College of Education. Major professors, please come to the stage and join your student when his or her name is called. You will return to your seat as your student goes to lay his or her brick. But before we call the Student Affairs Leadership graduates to the stage, we'd like to use this opportunity today to acknowledge Dr. Laura Dean, Professor for Student Affairs Leadership and College Student Affairs and Administration. Dr. Laura Dean is retiring from UGA this May after nearly 2 decades at the university and 4 decades in the student affairs profession. She was a member of the faculty group who helped establish the Student Affairs Leadership Program at UGA Griffin's campus. And not only has she served as major professor to at least 17 and counting Student Affairs Leadership doctoral graduates, but she also served as a faculty mentor to multiple Student Affairs Leadership Program coordinators, including the current program coordinator. Her direct and indirect leadership of this Griffin campus program will be greatly missed. So we would like to honor her retirement, or what we've heard she's calling as her own commencement today, by calling Dr. Laura Dean to the stage to stand as the Honorary Student Affairs Leadership Program Coordinator at this ceremony. And let her graduates wish her one more graduate congratulations at their commencement today. Dr. Laura Lee, would you please come to the stage as our Student Affairs Leadership Program Coordinator today? You're welcome. You know Lindy did this, right? All right, for the Mary Frances Early College of Education, John Alvarez Turner, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Georgiana Martin. Rebecca Burry, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Georgiana Martin. Leslie Ann Harris, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Jenny Boss. Ani- Anisha Geralds, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Jenny Boss. Desiree Johnson, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Dallin Young. Reggie Simpkins, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Laura Dean. Please extend one more round of applause acknowledging the tremendous work and dedication of all of these Mary Frances Early College of Education candidates. Thank you, Dr. Schaefer, Dr. Ardoin, and Dr. Laura Dean. Dr. Dean, Dr. Samuel Fu, a little more. Will Dr. Laura Clark, Director of Undergraduate Programs for the Terry College of Business, and Ms. Rachel Pierce, Program Coordinator for the General Business Program for the Terry College of Business, please join us on the stage. Helena Bragg, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business. Chloe Burdette, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business, minor International Affairs. Don't believe she joined us, but Christiana Rasheva, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business. Thank you, Dr. Clark, Ms. Pierce, Dr. Samuel Fu, and Dr. Dean. You can rest now. Let's give all of our amazing candidates a well-deserved round of applause. Congratulations, Class of 2024. Now, we will welcome to the stage Ms. Christy Plott, a representative of the UGA Alumni Association, a Terry graduate, a Griffin native, and one of my newest friends. Thank you, and go Dogs.
We will be singing verse 1 and the chorus. Hope I didn't mess that up too bad. Good morning, guys. We'll wait for that train. I just want everybody to know that the Alumni Association organized that train choo-choo for you guys. Good morning, everybody. My name is Christy Plott. And I am so deeply, deeply honored to be here. I was born and raised in Griffin, Georgia. I'm a first-generation college graduate. I live in Griffin, and I own a business here. You know, I am profoundly honored to be here on your graduation day. You guys should all be so very proud of yourselves. Big things lie ahead for you. 2024 class, you made it. Good job. Welcome to the University of Georgia alumni family. We are a family that is 355,000 strong and growing, and we span the globe. No matter the road that brought you here, the path you forged on campus, or where your journey takes you, we are here for you. Year-round, worldwide, and lifelong. This is because we know we are at our best when we come together. As you step forward with your degree, remember, it's not just a document. Your degree is a toolbox. How you wield it is what matters. So use it with purpose. Use it to build. Use it to lead. Use it to innovate. And use it to encourage others that follow in the path behind you. Our alma mater thrives because of the traditions upheld by its alumni, a tradition of giving back and paving the way for the next generation. Please, I encourage you, stay connected with your school. Stay connected with the University of Georgia. Stay connected with our Griffin community. Engage with fellow alumni. Reach out to your professors, and whenever possible, guide the students following in your footsteps. You know, one of the things that I want to tell you guys is, as a first-generation college graduate and coming from a tiny little high school where I graduated with 38 people, stepping onto the Athens campus for me of University of Georgia, there were so many students. I was so worried that I was going to feel lost. And all it did is I've made so many friends along the way, but really being an alumni is what has guided me and helped me the most in my career. I've reached out to so many people that went to school at University of Georgia. Wherever I travel all over the world, and I always wear a UGA hat. I have had people yell, "Go Dogs!" across the park from me in Singapore. I have had people see me in a UGA shirt and scream, "How about them Dogs?" At an airport in Italy. So what I'm telling you is stay connected, stay with us. As you celebrate your milestone today, underneath this beautiful morning sun, remember that your journey is just the beginning. You are stepping into a world brimming with opportunities, with challenges, and with your UGA education, you are so well prepared to meet everything head on. May you go forth with a bulldog spirit of determination and of service. Make your mark in the world just as other alumni before you have, knowing that your greatest tool you possess is your education from the University of Georgia. So on behalf of the Board of Directors of the University of Georgia's Alumni Association, I want to congratulate you and welcome you to our family, and go Dogs.
So, once again, on behalf of the University of Georgia and the Griffin campus, I want to congratulate each student on the accomplishments we are celebrating with you here today. Thank you to all family and friends for coming out to support these students. Thank you to campus faculty and staff, as well as our guests, for your attendance. We will have receptions for our graduates following the recessional. These receptions are designed to allow our faculty and staff and students to mingle a bit, share some fond memories before dispersing to their separate paths that lie ahead. We hope guests will likewise join us for these receptions. Each of the rooms has some light refreshments courtesy of our sponsors, ServPro of Henry and Spalding County, and Edward Jones financial advisor, Ryan Peavyhouse. We're very grateful for their support of these sponsorships. Please make note of the room in which your reception for your graduate will take place following the recessional. All the rooms are on the first floor of the Student Learning Center directly behind me. Graduates of the Mary Frances Early College of Education will be in room 105. Graduates at the Terry College of Business and the Franklin College of Arts and Sciences, you'll be in room 115. College of Ag graduates, you'll be in room 104. One more time, College of Ed, room 105, Terry and Franklin Colleges, room 115, and CAES, room 104. Family, friends, faculty, and staff, if you need assistance finding a room, please ask one of our Griffin campus ambassadors who you see around us in the red jackets. We also invite you to take a tour of our campus while you're here, and also be sure to grab a photo with Uga over there in the quad. Now, candidates, you join more than 340,000 other alumni as part of the Bulldog Nation. Again, congratulations and best of luck as UGA graduates. Come back and see us often, and visit your brick while you're here. So, go Dogs.